Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Ang topic natin ngayon is for DC circuits, all about voltage, energy, power, and circuit elements, part 3. Excuse me. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung parts 1 and 2 for the same topic, ililink ko na lang sa description para meron na kayong idea. Kasi nakapag-discuss na tayo, particularly sa part 1, all about concepts and formula for voltage, energy, power, and circuit elements. So ito yung mga na-discuss natin. Tapos sa second part, part 2, nakapag-solve na tayo ng sample problems. Umabot tayo hanggang, ito yung mga na-solve natin until problem, check natin yung dulo. Problem 6 ata. Okay, problem 6. So sige, tuloy lang natin dito sa part 3. Solve lang tayo ng more problems. That's sa problem number 7. So sulat muna natin. Figure below shows the current through and the voltage across a device. A, sketch the power delivered to the device for t greater than 0, and B, find the total energy absorbed by the device for the period of 0 less than t less than 4. So meron tayong figure or graph for the current. Zero, two, 4. Ano tayo na? This is the current measured in milliamp. Tapos meron din tayong voltage measured in V. Okay, so sabi, figure below shows the current through and the voltage across a device. Part A, sketch the power delivered to the device for t greater than 0. And B, find the total energy absorbed by the device for the period of 0 to 4 seconds. So, paano natin i-sketch? Sketch daw natin yung power delivered to the device for t greater than 0. So, ang given sa atin is yung graph nung current versus time, tsaka graph nung voltage versus time, right? So, yung power, we know na that's equal to the product ng voltage times the current. So, pwede nating i-multiply itong graph, okay? Corresponding, dapat per specific time, i-multiply nyo rin yung bawat value, okay? Para mag-graph natin yung equivalent power. Since yung formula natin for the power is the product ng voltage at current. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo, pwede nyo kuhain yung equation. Okay? Tapos, i-multiply nyo. Okay? Pwede din ganun. Sige, try natin yon. Kuhain natin yung equation nitong mga graph. So, this is, by the way, nakalimutan ko lagyan, 60. Sige, let's get the equation of the graph or the piecewise equation for the graph. So sa current muna, for I, let's have from the interval 0 to 2 seconds. So ito yung graph niya, right? Ang point na to ay 2, 60. Or ang point na to is 2, 60. And then this one, it should be at the origin. Okay, so ano yung equation natin for the current at 0 less than t less than 2 seconds. So this is a line, di ba? Okay, line siya. So pwede natin gamitin yung given 2 points. Di ba yung equation natin for the line given 2 points is y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Or pwede nyo palitan to ng slope. Slope m is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Rise over 1. So, ang papalitan natin ng value, ito nga lang y is gagawin yung I. Okay, I minus I1 is equal to I2 minus I1 over yung x naman gagawin yung time. Okay, so T2 minus T1, okay, T minus T1. So, pwede tayong mamili ng 0.1 tsaka 0.2. 0.1 is the origin, 0.2 is 2, 60. Right? Okay, 2, 60. So, ito si P1, ito si T1, I1, T2, I2. So, pag sinubstitute, actually, ano lang to eh. Of the form, I is equal to M MT. Okay? Pero pag pinlog in natin dito sa formula, okay, so bale I minus I1 dot 0 equals, ano yung slope natin? I2, so this is not T2 pala, I2, sorry. I2 is 60 minus I1, which is 0, divided by T2, which is 2, minus T1, which is 0, times T minus T1, which is 0. So, i-divide nyo lang to. 60 minus 0 divided by 2 minus 0 or 60 divided by 2. That's 30, right? So, wala na tong mga 0 na yan. Bale, we have I is equal to 30t. So, yan yung equation nung current. So, I is equal to 30t milliamps for the interval 0 to 2. Okay. Next. Sige, delete na natin to. Okay, delete na natin. Sige. Next naman, dito sa interval na to, or from interval 2 to 4. Kuhain natin yung point na to. This is 4, 0. Right? Okay. So, ano yung formula? Let's say, pili tayo ng point. Let's say, ito na lang yung P1. Ito yung P2. Okay? So, this is T1. This is I1. Mali. 2 nga siya, no? So, dapat subscript is 2. T2, I2. Ito ay T1, I1. So, again, using this formula, using 2-point form of a line, so, this is T1, I1 ulit. Again, gamit itong formula. So, I minus I1, which is 0, equals I2, which is 60, minus I1, which is 0. Okay. And then, divided by T2, which is 2, minus T1, which is 4. Okay, times T minus T1, which is 4. So, I na lang to. Wala na yung 0. So, 60 minus 0 divided by 4 minus 2. 60 divided by negative 2, right? Negative 30. T minus 4. Or pwede nyo i-distribute itong negative. So, I is negative 30. Negative 30 times negative 4. Positive 120. So, ito yung equation ng current sa interval na 2 less than t less than 4 seconds. Negative 30t plus 120. Negative 30t plus 120 milliamps. Yan. E di, meron na tayong equation sa current. Sige, delete na natin to. Sa voltage naman. Okay, so sa voltage, mas madali. Kasi, mga straight line, horizontal line lang, or fixed lang yung value, right? Sige, for the voltage, V of t, yan. So, sa same interval muna, from 0 to 2, anong value niya? 0 to 2, constant lang na 5 volts, oh. So, ibig sabihin, equal lang siya sa 5 volts from the interval 0 to 2. Okay, tapos, dun sa interval na 2 to 4, 2 less than t less than 4, ano naman yung value niya? Dito naman yun sa interval na yan. Negative 5 naman. Constant lang din, right? negative 5 volts. Yan. So, kompleto na tayo sa equation ng current tsaka ng voltage. Ang formula natin ng power ay power is VI. So, therefore, yung P of T natin is i-multiply din natin, piecewise din yung value niya kasi piecewise yung dalawang function na i-multiply natin yung current tsaka voltage. So, i-multiply natin yung value ng current tsaka voltage at the same interval, 0 less than t less than 2 seconds. Ano yun? So sa voltage, we have 5 times sa current, we have 30t. Okay, 30t. So ilan yan? 150t, right? 150t. Anong unit? Si current ay milliamp, si voltage ay volts. So milliwatts, right? Milliwatts. Tapos sa second interval, dito naman, from 2 to 4, multiply din natin yung corresponding equation ng current tsaka ng voltage at 2 to 4 interval. E di we have negative 30t plus 120 times negative 5. So, negative 5 times negative 30 pala. Negative 30t plus 120. So, pwede nyo i-distribute ngayon tong negative 5. So, negative 5 times negative 30. 150, right? 150t, then negative 5 times 120, negative 600. Okay, so ito yung value ng power at interval 2 to 4. 150t minus 600, ang unit ay milliwatts din. Yan, so kapag meron na kayong equation ng power, pwede nating i-graph na. So, parehong linear, linear equation. So, pag ginraph natin, ito na yung sagot sa A, yung sketch. Kasi pinapasketch sa A yung power, di ba? Yan. So, sa interval from 0 to 2, let's say ito yung 0, ito yung 2, ito yung 4. So, dito muna. Ito yung equation ng power, 150t. So, pwede nyong i-evaluate yung power at a point 0 tsaka at a point t is equal to 2. Sige, at t is equal to 0, P of 0 using this equation, obviously that's 150 times 0 is 0. Right? So part yung point na to. Okay? Yung origin. Tapos yung second point, pwede nating iset naman yung t dito naman sa endpoint ng interval from 0 to 2, right? So, yung unang endpoint, 0, in-evaluate natin yung P of t, 0. Tapos sa right endpoint, evaluate din natin yung P. So, P at P of 2 is equal to, so substitute nyo dito, 150 times 2, 300. So, let's say yung 300 ay nandito. Okay, milliwatts. Ito yung power measured in milliwatts. So, yung intersection is dito. Right? Ito yung point na yan. Sige. Delete na lang natin. Ito yon. So, di ba line siya? Line yung 150t, equation ng line. Iko-connect lang natin yung 2 points na yan. Yan. Tapos, dito naman sa interval na to, ganun ulit. Yung dulong endpoints, Sa left and right, evaluate natin yung function. Kasi line lang din naman, right? So, dito sa 2, at t is equal to 2, ito na yung gagamitin nating equation. P of 2 is 150 times 2, palit nyo yung 2 sa t, minus 600. Okay, so ano yung 150 times 2 minus 600? Negative 300. So, nasa baba yun. Let's say, nandito, negative 300. So, ito yung point na yun, di ba? Intersection is ito. Ito yung point na yun. Next, doon naman sa right end point, t is equal to 4. Palitan natin yung value ng mga t, evaluate yung p at 4. So, 150 times 4, palitan nyo yung t ng 4 minus 600. 0, right? Ito ay negative 300 kanina, right? Tapos ngayon, p of 4 is 0. So, ibig sabihin nandito. Nandito ka sa point na yan. Yung 4, 0. Tapos, i-connect na natin. Since it's just a line, ganyan yung itsura. So, bale, ito yung itsura nung, natin, power. Graph nung power. Okay? Sige, delete na natin yan. Ito yung sagot sa part A. Sketch nung graph nung power. Okay, next, may part B pa to. Sa part B, find the total energy absorbed by the device for the period of 0 less than t less than 4. Kapag energy, di ba ang formula ng energy? Energy is integral ng p dt from t naught to t. So this is now power versus time, right? Kapag may graph tayo ng power, kailangan kasi natin sa formula ng work, di ba? Integral siya ng p dt from t naught to t. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin kuhain yung area bounded by the curve na lang. Since alam natin na yung integral, that means also finding areas bounded by the curve, which is ang equation natin is yung P. Okay? Bounded by the curve from initial time t naught to final time t. So, from 0, t naught, to final time t4. So, ano yung magiging area natin? So, dalawa, right? Meron dito sa taas, saka dito sa baba. Na pareho lang na triangle. Right triangle to, di ba? So, kahit hindi na natin i-integrate, kung yung graph naman natin, yung binabound na curve, ng curve na region ay regular geometric figure, gamitan na lang natin ng formula. So, this is actually right triangle. Di ba? 90 degree kasi yan. 90 degree. So, area, again, itong work is equal to the area netong triangle by the concept of integral. So, we have 1/2 base times height. Ano ba tong, let's say ito yung base, ito yung height. This is 2 units, right? This is 300 units. Okay? So, anong area niyan? 1/2 2 times 300. Okay, that's 300 millijoules. Okay? Pero, meron pang isa. Yung isa, notice, nasa baba siya. Ibig sabihin, negative yung sign ng area niyan. Ito kasi nasa taas, ito nasa baba. So, kasi yung value mo ng P dito is positive. Diba? Positive 300. Dito naman, anong value? Ito yung height sa baba, ito yung base dito sa part na to, which is ilan to? 4 minus 2, that's 2, positive. Tapos dito naman, negative 300. So kaya magne-negative yung area. Kapag minultiply mo, so this is the area 1. Okay, tapos let's say ito yung area 2. So 1/2 base times height din. So 1/2 base, which is, ito pala, 2, times the height, which is negative 300. So, negative 300 millijoule. Dapat i-add natin itong dalawa kasi total work done or total energy absorbed starting from 0 to 4, right? Pareho sila ng value but opposite in sign lang. Therefore, magka-cancel out yung area. Area is 0. 0 joule, or this is actually the energy. Okay, nag-cancel out lang yung dalawang area sa taas at sa baba. So, ibig sabihin pala, ang energy absorbed by the device is just 0 joule. Pero kung gusto nyo, pwede nyo rin naman itong i-integrate. Okay? Kapag in-integrate natin, kasi especially meron na tayong formula. Hindi yan. Ito, meron na tayong formula sa power, right? So, pwede ring W is integral ng, so starting from 0 to 2 muna, ito yung equation, ito yung graph or meron tayong equation yan na 150t. So, integral ng 150t dt from 0 to 2. Plus, next, so dito naman sa portion na to, from 2 to 4 naman, integral from 2 to 4, ano yung value ng P? Ito, 150t minus 60 dt. Okay, kung i-input nyo yan sa calculator, itong dalawang to, or pwede nyo namang i-evaluate manually, so check nyo na lang kasi sagot naman talaga natin is, nakuha na natin na 0. It should calculate 0. Okay, sige, input natin sa calcu. By the way, may calcu naman tayo. Pakita lang natin. Ito, input natin to. This should be, I think, 600, sorry. Minus 600 dt. So, integral function ng calcu. Integral ng 150 alpha x from 0 to 2 plus integral ng 150 alpha x minus 600 from 2 to 4. Okay, 0, right? So, kahit gamitan nyo ng integral formula, given the equation ng power, 0 pa rin yung sagot. Okay, sige. Number, ano na tayo? Number 8. Sulat muna natin. The figure below shows a circuit with 5 elements. If P1 is negative 205 watts, P2 is 60 watts, P4 is 45 watts. And P5 is 30 watts. Calculate the power received or delivered by elementary. So, meron daw tayong circuit. Yan. Element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yung power dito sa 1, negative 205 watts. Power dito sa 2, 60 watts. Power dito sa 4, 45 watts. Power sa 5, 30 watts. So ano daw yung power dito sa 3? Power sa 3. Tapos check daw natin kung delivered or absorbed. So gamitin natin yung law of conservation of energy, right? Or by law of conservation, na-discuss natin to sa episode 1, na yung power is nako-conserve or yung energy. Dapat, summation ng power dito sa circuit is 0. Okay? Take note, kapag positive power, passive sign convention, power is absorbed by the element. If power is negative, power is supplied by the element. So, ibig sabihin, itong P1, negative siya, nagsusupply siya ng power. The rest, puro mga positive, nag-absorb. So, pag sinamap natin yung power dito sa circuit, should be equal to 0. So, di ba 5 yung power natin? P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. So, sum up natin yon, P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 plus P5 is 0. Substitute yung value, P1 is negative 205, P2 is 60, P3 yan yung nawawala, unknown. P4 is 45, tapos P5 is 30, equal 0. So, parang nagsasolve lang tayo ng linear equation. So, P3 is, transpose nyo lahat nitong constant na lang sa kanan para ma-solve si P3. So, si negative 205 magiging positive 205. Pag tinranspose sa kanan, si 60 magiging negative 60. 45 magiging negative 45. Positive 30 magiging negative 30. So, gamitan nyo na lang ng calcu, 205 minus 60 minus 45 minus 30. That's 70. 70 watts. So, positive, ibig sabihin, absorb. Absorbs power. So, yung elementary ay nag-absorb ng power kasi positive 70 watts yung na-compute natin. Okay, next, problem number 9. Sulat muna. Find the power absorbed and delivered by each element in the figure below. Meron tayong circuit. Itong element, yung mga box, hindi naman sinabi kung ano, pero basta element sila within the circuit na nag-absorb or nagdi-deliver ng power. Actually, hindi pala ito. Current source pala ito. Okay. Yan. So, find the power absorbed and delivered by each element in the figure. So, meron tayong circuit, tapos meron tayong mga elements. Itong voltage source. So, independent voltage source kasi bilog yung symbol, right? Tapos, siya si element 1 with power P1. Okay, tapos may element 2, P2, element 3 with power P3, element 4 with power P4, element P5, ito naman ay what? This is dependent source, particularly voltage controlled or current controlled current source, right? Nakadepende yung current niya saan? Dito sa current na to. Na-discuss ko naman to, 'di ba, yung type nung dependent sources. Okay? Nakadepende ngayon yung current source na to, yung value niya, 0.4 times the current na to, I, which is yung flowing dito sa element 2. Yan. Ang tanong, hanapin daw natin yung power. Power delivered or absorbed. So, apply natin ngayon dito yung formula ng power na VI, right? Tapos, applying passive sign convention, malalaman natin kung absorbing or supplying power. So, ano yung passive sign convention? Kapag pumasok yung current sa, let's say ito yung element, may polarity yung voltage sa kanya. Kapag pumasok yung current sa positive polarity ng voltage across that element, positive power, right? Okay? VI, positive VI. Ibig sabihin, absorbing. Kapag baliktad, let's say pumasok sa negative polarity ng voltage across the element, yung current, negative VI. Okay? Or supplying power. So, apply natin yan dito sa P1. Sa P1, ang meron tayong current, anong dadali kay P1 na current? Ito rin, yung I is equal to 10 amp. Kasi same current lang yan, di ba? So, saan siya pumasok? Pag ganito siya, di ba? E di papasok siya sa negative. So, supplying. So, negative yung power. Negative, product ng voltage at current. So, V niya is 30. Yan, 30 times, yung current value is 10. 30 times 10, that's negative 300 watts. So, ito ay supplying. Baba natin. Supplied power. Basta negative yung power supplying or supplied power yon, kapag positive, absorbed power. So, sa P2 naman, ito yung P2. So, ito yung direction ng current. Papasok siya sa positive polarity. Positive, yung sign ng power. So, positive VI, ang voltage is 10. 10 times the current, 10 din, right? So, 10 times 10, positive 100 watts. Which means, dahil positive power, absorbed. Okay, absorbed. So, sa P3 naman, eto, P3. Papasok yung current na to sa positive polarity. So, absorb din yan. Positive power, so V times I, 20 volts times 14 current, 14 amps current. So, 20 times 14, that's 280 watts positive. Meaning, absorb. Okay. So, sa P4 naman, eto, P4. Ito naman yung current kay P4. Going to the left. Sabihin, papasok sa negative polarity. Ito yung voltage across the P4, right? So, negative yung power niya. Negative V, 8 volts times current, 4 amps. 8 times 4. Which is negative 32 watts. So, dahil negative yung power, supplied. Power is supplied by the element P, by the element 4. Next, ito naman, yung P5 for the current controlled current source. Anong sign? Ano ba yung dadalay na current sa kanya? Ito yung value niya, right? So, ito yung polarity across the current source. Tapos yung direction niya is pataas. So, papasok yung current sa negative, right? Ibig sabihin, negative yung power. Negative VI. So, yung voltage is 12 volts. 12 times, ano yung value ng current? 0.4I. So, 0.4I, pero yung I, papalitan natin ng value na 10. Right? So, negative 12 times 0.4 times 10. So, using a calculator, that's negative 48 watts. So, negative, ibig sabihin, supplied, not absorbed, supplied. Yan. So, that's passive sign convention. Sige, next number na tayo, number 10. Okay, find the current I in the network below. Plus minus 9 volts, 4 amps, 1 amp, plus minus 9 volts. Ito yung unknown current going down. Okay, so meron tayong circuit dito, tapos nawawala yung current I. Given naman yung mga values ng sources, yung mga voltage drop across the element, tsaka yung current. So, ibig sabihin, pwede rin natin i-apply dito yung conservation of power, right? Or conservation of energy, which means that summation of power is equal to 0. So, isa-isay natin yung mga elements. So, dito, sa 4 amp independent source, yung power niya is, ito yung arrow. pataas. So, papasok sa negative polarity ng voltage across sa kanya. So, negative yung power. Negative of product ng voltage saka current, 9 times 4. Okay? Tapos, ito naman, yung second element, so papasok yung current dahil pababa sa positive polarity. So, absorbing. So, plus, product ng voltage at current, 9 times 1. Next. So, dito sa element na to, yan, unknown pa yung current niya, pero may direction yung current na pababa, papasok sa positive. So, positive or absorbing power yan. Positive 3 yung voltage across, times the unknown current I. So, unknown pa si I, sulat muna natin as is as I. Then last, dito sa element na to, the voltage source, independent voltage source. Ito rin yung dadaloy na current sa kanya, di ba? Kasi nasa isang branch lang yan. Pero papasok siya sa positive polarity. Okay, so plus, then voltage across, ito yung voltage dun sa sa source natin, 6 volts, times the current, same value as unknown I. Then equate nyo na to 0 kasi lahat na nung mga elements ay na-consider. So, naging equation, linear equation in one unknown I lang. Sige, so simplify natin. This is negative 36. This is positive 9. Pwedeng i-combine yung 3 plus 6. That's 9I, right? Equal 0. Okay, so transpose nyo na lang tong negative 36 sa 9. Positive 9 sa kanan. 9I is, so magiging positive 36 minus 9. 9I is 36 minus 9, 27. Tapos divide both sides by 9. I is 27 divided by 9, 3 amps. So therefore, yung current I is 3 amps. Okay, sige. Next tayo, number 11. Find VO in the circuit below. Okay, so hanapin daw si VO. Drawing muna natin. Actually, sinasolve pa natin mga informal circuit pa to. Kasi hindi natin alam yung kung ano yung element naka-box, right? Tapos ang mga given agad is yung voltage and current. So, drawing muna natin. Yan. So, find VO in the circuit below. Ito yung circuit natin. Hanapin daw natin si VO. Ito yun. Okay. So, dahil ang given pa lang sa atin is, or ang naaral pa lang natin is yung formula for the conservation of energy. Hindi pa tayo nakakapag-aral ng KVL or KCL. Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law, gagamitin muna natin yung conservation of energy or yung summation of power is equal to 0. Parang sa previous problem lang, right? So, isa-isahin natin yung mga power. Then, take note kung ano yung sign. Positive if absorbing, negative if supplying. So, dito muna sa voltage source na to. So, given yung current niya na 6 amps, going up, papasok sa negative. So, negative yung power niyan. Power again, voltage times current, 30 times 6. Next element, ito. So, yung current niya is 6 amps. Direction is going to the right, papasok sa positive. So, positive yung power, which is equal to 12 volts times 6 VI, right? 12 times 6. Next, etong element na to, so yung current niya going down, meaning papasok sa positive polarity. So, plus yung power niya or positive, voltage times current, yung value ng power, so we have VO yung unknown, times the current 3. So, we have 3 VO as the power, positive. Next element is ito. So, yung current natin is 1 amp going to the right. Ibig sabihin, papasok sa positive polarity. So, positive yung power. Plus, product ng voltage at current, 28 times 1. Next. Ito naman. So, going to the right. Ibig sabihin, papasok yung current sa positive polarity. So, positive din yung power niyan. Voltage times the current, 28 times 2. Okay, positive 28 times 2. Tapos dito, last, ito yung current niya, 3 amps going down. So, saan pumasok? Sa negative. So, minus yung power. Then, yung product ng voltage at current ay yung ito kasi is voltage source kasi may polarity. This is actually what? This is a current controlled voltage source. So yung voltage niya is 5 IO or yung value ng voltage is 5 IO times the current 3. Right? Pero meron tayong IO. Yung IO is yung current dito sa element. Given 2 amps. So, pwede nyo i-substitute. Substitute nyo dito. So, 5 times 2 times 3. Okay. So, na-consider na natin lahat, right? Ng element. Equate nyo na to 0. So, this is negative 180. This is 72. Ito unknown, 3VO, copy lang. 28, 56, this is negative 30. Right? So, pwede nating i-combine to. I-combine tong mga constants. Negative 180 plus 72 plus 28 plus 56 minus 30. Ilan yan? Using a calculator, that's negative 54. Okay? Then plus 3VO. So, solve lang natin tong equation for VO. Transpose si negative 54 sa kanan. 3VO equals positive 54 na siya. Divide both sides by 3. VO is 54 divided by 3 or exactly 18 volts. Yan. So, by law of conservation of energy, summation of power is 0, na-solve natin yung VO. Okay? So, sa mga next lessons, kapag actual circuit analysis, ang gagamitin na natin is yung mga KCL, KVL. Okay? Hindi na yung summation of power is 0. Ngayon kasi, yun pala na-discuss natin eh. Yung conservation of energy na summation of power is 0. Sige, next. Number 12. Sulat muna natin. A 60 watt incandescent bulb operates at 120 volt. How many electrons and coulombs flow through the bulb in 1 day? Yan, word problem. A 60-watt incandescent bulb operates at 120 volts. How many electrons and coulombs flow through the bulb in 1 day? So, ang tanong is how many electrons tsaka charge coulombs. Ano bang given natin? Yung 60 watts, that's the power, right? Tapos yung 120 volts, voltage, obviously. Ang tanong, ano pa palang given? 1 day. 1 day is time. Okay? So, time is 1 day. Ilan daw yung electrons and coulombs na nag-flow sa bulb? Okay. Sige, so, analyze natin. Gamitin natin yung mga formula. So, sa power, di ba ang formula ng power is VI? Okay, tapos kailangan natin ng coulomb or charge, measured in coulomb, that's equal to QIT. Right? So, pwede nating ma-solve, meron tayong time, wala lang tayong I, current. Pero, meron tayong power, 60 watts, tapos voltage, 120. Pwede nating isolve dito si current, right? Just divide both sides by V. So, current is power over voltage. So, substitute natin, power is 60 watts divided by voltage, 120 volts, which is kalahati, 60 over 120, 0.5 amps. Yan, so makompute na natin yung Q, current, 0.5 amps, times the time, which is 1 day. So, dapat yung unit natin for the time is not day. Dapat seconds, right? Convert natin yung 1 day into seconds. Sige. So, simulan natin sa conversion to hours. So, 1 day consists of 24 hours, right? Okay. Tapos, 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes, right? Times last conversion factor, convert yung minute into seconds. So, 1 minute, 60 seconds. So, makakancel yung day, yung hours, tsaka yung minute. Final unit is S or seconds. So, therefore, ang i-multiply natin is 0.5 times 24 times 60 times 60. Okay, so using calculator, anong mako-compute natin dyan? 0.5 times 24 times 60 times 60. Yan. 43,200 coulomb. 43,200 coulomb. Yan yung sagot sa charge. Paano naman yung electrons? Ito na-discuss ko to sa, I think, episode 1, yung unang-una. Merong conversion factor, di ba? Electrons to coulombs or charge and charge to number of electrons. So, kung ito yung charge natin, which is 43,200 coulomb, we have the conversion factor that 1 coulomb is equivalent to 6.24 times 10 to the 18 electrons. Yan. So, makakancel nyo yung coulomb. Therefore, i-multiply nyo lang tong 43,200 times 6.24 times 10 to the 18. The unit now will be electrons. So, ilan yan? Use calculator. Approximately 2.696 times 10 to the 23 electrons. Okay? Napakadami, di ba? Okay, sige. Next problem. This is 12. 13. Problem 13. Sulat ko muna. A lightning strikes an airplane with 30 kiloamps for 2 milliseconds. How many columns of charge are deposited on the plane? A lightning strikes an airplane with 30 kiloamps for 2 milliseconds. How many columns of charge are deposited on the plane? Ayan, so charge lang din uli. Formula is current times time. So given tayo ng current na 30 kiloamps. So 30 times pag kilo, 10 to the third, right? Amps times yung time, 2 milliseconds. So 2 times pag milli, 10 to the negative 3 seconds. So column na yung ano nito, unit. Multiply nyo na lang 30 times 10 to the third times 2 times 10 to the negative 3. Ito makakancel lang to. 30 times 2 na lang, right? 60 column. Okay? So, I think, yan, naka 1 hour na rin tayo. I think hanggang dito na lang. So, this will be the end for the topic. Okay, ito yung mga discuss natin for the topic. Voltage, energy, power, and circuit elements. Okay? So, siguro sa next na topic natin, we will have introduction na dun sa mga circuit elements and mga basic laws lang muna of circuit analysis like Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law, etc. Okay, kasi tapos na tayo sa mga introductory topics. So, mag-start na tayo sa circuit analysis introduction or yung mga basic formula muna. Okay, so sige. Hanggang dito na lang. See you on my next video tutorial. Bye-bye!